Hey everyone, it's baze.djunkiii transmitting from Hamburg, Germany, back with a new video which will be a kind of follow-up to my latest chart haul video I did last month, which I will link somewhere here so you can like re-watch it or like watch it if you haven't seen it already. And in this chart haul video I have been showing a record from the Pengsound label, the repress of the Pengsound 01, which featured a remix by Dubchasm, and I mentioned in that video that I have another record which features Dubchasm, which was released back in the 90s, and I'm gonna talk about this record right now, which is this one here, Dub Out West Volume 2, Roots for Whatever. Here's the back, which is a record I bought back in 1996, and it came out in 1996 as well, which is like an overview of the Bristol dub and dub house scene of that time, which was like a collaboration of Armageddon Sound, which is, as far as I know, a sound system out of Bristol, and the Nubian Records label. And what we have here is a 16-track double LP, which does mean that we have like 4 tracks on each side. The labels are all like this, like Nubian Records, the logo and stuff. And which is a pretty interesting one. And we have also a like little info sheet which tells us a little bit about the artists on this record with all the contact information and like fax numbers and stuff, which is like in retrospect pretty funny and pretty weird, because there was no like official internet use in the music scene back in the days, and like people were communicating by fax and by letters and stuff, and like even by landlines, which is kind of funny. So we have also like phone numbers of a lot of artists in here and stuff. And we have, as I said, 16 tracks on this record with artists like Shotgun Rockers, Interstate Sound System, Skelly Roots, Striker Dread, Reading Music Collective, Dubchasm, as I mentioned, Daily Roots, Armageddon Sound, Imperial Force, Alpha and Omega, The Rhythmites, Dubplate Vibes Crew, and many more. And what we have on this compilation is like dub in all its variations, like classic dub with like real instruments and stuff, and also like more the electronic dub stuff, and also like what I referred to in that chart haul video as dub house, which as far as I know refers to like a straight 4 to the floor bass drum, and then like a lot of dub effects and stuff with like a kind of high tempo, 130 BPM up, I guess. And I discovered that sound back in, I guess, 94 or 95, and I was buying like not a lot of, because I didn't have much money, because I was still like 14 or no, 94, I was 16, well, still as a teenager I didn't have that much money, so I did not buy a lot, but quite a few dub records after I heard the Fatback sound system playing up in Flensburg, which is the most northern town in Germany, right straight to the Danish border. And I came to that party they threw as a raver, and I was like used to like straight 4 to the floor mixing and breakbeat mixing and like proper transitions like DJs do. And well, Fatback were playing like in a classic sound system way with 1 turntables and a lot of sound effects and a lot of like horns and sirens and quirky stuff and echoes. So I was feeling the energy, but in terms of mixing I was a little bit confused and didn't know exactly how to react to that music, because the tempos were changing all the time and stuff. And I was pretty impressed because they had like a big, like one wall was like only like bass speakers and stuff, so whenever the bass was hitting hard you were like blown like 1 or 2 steps to the back because the bass was so massive. That was my first like dub experience, I'd say. And I was like enjoying the party, but still I was like a little bit confused and stuff. And then they like started to play a track by Sinead O'Connor, which is I'm Stretched on Your Grave from her album I Do Not Want What I Haven't Got, I guess it's called, where the big hit like Nothing Compares to You is featured on. And I'm Stretched on Your Grave is more like a straight minimalistic hip-hop down-tempo beat with like some, well, of course her vocals and like some like pretty intense string sections which like culminate over time and like get more ecstatic and stuff. And when they played that track at, I don't know, it was maybe 4 or 5 a.m., then things clicked for me and I kind of understood like what the whole dub thing and like the selection of tunes meant. So that was my initial epiphany in dub, I'd say. And after that I bought like a lot of dub records, like I don't know, 10 or 20 in like within 2 years. And I was into trip hop at the time as well, so that mixed pretty well in terms of like musical tastes and stuff. And all my classmates and stuff were like a little bit of like weirded out because they knew me for like being into techno and gabba and stuff, and then I came around with that minimalistic dub music as well. And all those guys like listened to proper pop music and stuff, and I was more like the left field guy with a weirder taste in music and stuff. So that was my story, how I like connected with dub. And funny enough, I met those guys, the Fatback Sound System guys, like in Hamburg as well. And later on, they were in a booking agency I ran with a partner back in the days, and we still are not like close friends, but we still meet each other like every now and then on the street by chance. And so that's another story, but quite an interesting thing for me, I guess. And I cannot recommend this enough. Like, yeah, it's a Dub Out West logo, and again, the Nubian Records Armageddon Sounds logo over here. And as I have been looking this record up on Discogs, it seems like a few copies go for like not big money, but like 30 bucks or something like that. So if you're a dub fan and stuff and you are looking to stock up on like classic 90s stuff, this one, The Roots for Whatever compilation, is highly recommended. And I will link like a few tracks from this compilation in the description box, so you can have like a quick listen of what kind of stuff I'm talking about. And interestingly, as I said, there's Dubchasm, which are now like producing more like in between dubstep and dub. They are on this compilation as well, but written differently, but there's the same guys. So they nowadays they're like Dubkasm, and instead of the K they had like a CH in the name, so they changed that up a bit. Yeah, that's quite an interesting fact, and I didn't know that they were around for that long, so I discovered that via Discogs as well. So as I've been looking up the Dubchasm on that Pang Sound 12-inch I've been showing, I was like, okay, funny that I have stuff from those guys as well, and from back in the 90s, and they were like influential in a way that I didn't have in mind to me. So dub has been influential to my musical tastes for sure, and that's why I've been into dubstep from the first place onwards. So when dubstep came around like in 2003, 2004, I was like, okay, I know the sounds, and this minimalistic stripped down thing is a thing for me. And yeah, that's why I connected with that sound pretty quickly. But then after a while left dubstep again because there was all this wobble bass lines and stuff, which I didn't like in drum and bass when they came up in drum and bass. And then there came this Skrillex sound and stuff, and the more minimalistic, deeper dubstep kind of vanished. And so I like left that genre behind after like a few years. And well, I still buy the occasional dubstep record, but not that much as I used to when the genre was like flourishing and stuff, and it was all new. And so that's another story how I react to genres as well, and I will tell that story later maybe. So I hope you enjoyed this video. That's it for now, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and stuff, and follow me on Twitter, on Sue, on Instagram. On Instagram you will find a lot of vinyl photos recently, and other stuff will follow as well. So yeah, and leave me a comment definitely, and like let me know what you thought, what you might want to see out of my collection and stuff. And I'm gonna see you later.